Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Hacker Girl 89. Today's Anime Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, aka Golden Wind, Episode 2, titled Bucciarati is Coming. So, before we get to Chapter 5's adaptation of the manga, we're getting an opening song, finally. So without further ado, let's get to it. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm loving the music so far. I'm loving the color palette. It looks really, really, really cool. And of course, Gio looks awesome. And then there's Mista! Yay, there's Mista! Oh my god! Okay, and for Mista, for his stand, we better be getting some Sex Pistols music. I'm telling you, this soundtrack better kick some fucking ass, David Productions. Oh my god. And then for, and then there's Leon! Yes! Oh, and Leon's stand, I'm gonna tell you these motherfucker stands. I'm sorry. You better have read the mangas because I'm giving you spoilers right now. So Leon's stand is Moody Blues. So for Leon's stand, when his stand comes, I really, really want some really kick-ass blues music. And holy shit, this is awesome! I love this hourglass effect. I really fucking love this. And then there's my baby. Oh my god, there's my baby at the 38-second mark. There's Neuroncia. Neuroncia is my baby. Neuroncia is my favorite fucking character in this entire arc. I love Neuroncia. He's my baby. He needs to be protected. I love Neuroncia. I can't wait to see him in the actual anime. But oh my god, he looks so beautiful right now. I love it. I love this negative contrast that's being used here. Somewhat negative contrast that's being used here. It's really, really cool. And David Productions, you better be using some of this innovation I'm seeing up in here so far in the opening the song and the actual animation. I better be seeing some of this up in there. But in regards to into my boy Neuroncia, his stand is Aerosmith. So yeah, you better be putting some Aerosmith tracks up in this anime when we get to my boy Neuroncia. I love him so much. I love Neuroncia so much. He is my baby. Sequence is so cool. Oh my god, I swear the people at David Productions are making this just for me since they made Neuroncia look so fucking cool. So at the 44-second mark, there's Vinegar. Yes, his name is Vinegar. It looks cool. I love it that they have if you look at the 44-second mark, you see that there's a double of a Vinegar. It's because his name is Doppio or Double Vinegar. I like that. That's very clever. Then there's Bruno at the 49-second mark. We see everyone with their stands. Right before the minute mark, we see everyone with their stands. And there's my baby's stand. Yes. Oh my god. First of all the stands look awesome, but my baby Neuroncia stand looks awesome! And yes, it is, that's literally what Neuroncia stand looks like. It is fucking cool! Oh my god, seeing everyone's stand in action, seeing my boy Mista's stand in action, seeing Neuroncia's stand in action, I'm gonna cry! David Productions, this is fantastic! This is what I'm expecting. This is the JoJo, that part 5 that I envisioned, that I better be seeing throughout this anime. It better not just be, this quality better be in this anime. What I mean is it better be in the actual episode itself. It better not just be limited to this opening. It better be in the fucking episode. There's Trish! There's Trish! And then the 1 minute 18-second mark, and that was a little bit before the 1 minute 18-second mark, and she looks gorgeous. And I love this shot here at the 1 minute 18-second mark. There's my baby. Oh my god, I'm right now because you guys have no idea how long I've been waiting to see Narancia in anime form. Oh my god, I love Narancia that much. He is my baby. As cool as Gio is, and I love Gio, the reason why I love Part 5 is mostly because of Mista and Narancia. I love Part 5 because of them more than anything. Oh, I love the ending of this opening where, like, you know, everyone's walking, the crew's walking, and the chains break. Oh my god, the reason why I like that is because something that we've seen throughout the entire opening is the chains. And I think what the chains represent is the, how they're all stuck to being part of the gang. And, like, the breaking of the chains represents them, like, breaking the ties with the gang. Because that's basically what the majority of this manga is about. And I really like that. That's really, Dave Productions, that's actually really nice. I like that. So, overall, I really love this opening. The animation, let me break it down this way. Animation-wise, this opening is fucking perfect. This is everything and more I wanted from Part 5's opening. I really love the symbolism, or the visual symbolism that David Productions put in here. This is really good stuff. The song itself, love it. Love the song. What I'm hoping for is I'm hoping that, like, that the animation's gonna look like this in the entire series. Please make it happen, David Productions. So now, at the 1 minute 33 second mark, we are starting with, chapter 5's, adaptation of the manga, so let's get to it. Oh, and I love the shot of Gio. I love it. I love the background too. Oh, this looks beautiful. Oh, I love how it went from that little thing about Gio to Dio, like that transition and like that background. The transitions in the backgrounds are beautiful. But I will say this about David Productions, they know how to utilize their backgrounds. Unlike other studios, of course. Gio's mom, she looks perfect. I will say this about the writing for JoJo Part 5 so far. It's very, very nice. So at the 2 minute 31 second mark, you see baby Gio. Oh my god, he looks so cute. And something that I've been saying in a lot of my anime Nerdican live reactions is I've been emphasizing line work for like detailing and shit. You see how it works here? David Productions is good at line work. They're good at detailing. You understand why I get pissed when there's not enough line work and detailing for certain things, especially like hair? That for something that I kind of wish David Productions would have done, and this is like at the 2 minute 37, 38 second mark. And they did this in Captain Tsubasa 2018 this week when, I'm going to spoil it, when Wakabayashi said he was going to Germany. They actually showed, the country of Germany, and they've done it with Tsubasa when he mentioned going to Brazil before and shit. It's even in the manga on page 3. I kind of wish they would have had, like, shown, you could have still had, the Italian landscape, but it would have been cool to have, like, at least, the country of Italy, like, show at least, the country itself, like on a map, like a little, you know what I'm talking about. That would have looked really cool. But I know I'm nitpicking, but it would have added a little extra oomph to me. Another thing that David Productions does really well is transitioning, and this writing is fantastic as well. So we went from, Gio's stepdad, acting nice in front of him, and when we get to the abusive, to the abusive scene, that the change in the color palette, it's cool. Oh, I love it. This was brilliant. This was a beautiful way to transition. I wish they would have done something like that in in Karakuri Circus. And I mentioned it in my live reaction for Karakuri Circus yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. So the narration that's like on page 4 and 5 in chapter 5 that's skipped, I don't mind that being skipped at all because it's visually right here. Why do we need that narration in particular when it's right here? So I'm fine with that being skipped. But something I kind of am a little underwhelmed by is the soundtrack. I kind of wish there was a little bit more going on soundtrack wise, but other than that, like, I'm enjoying this episode so far. Animation looks great. It could be there could be a little bit more going on with the actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. Animation looks good. Writing is really nice so far. It's just soundtrack is still a little lacking to me. Ooh, that close-up of Gio's eyes, like staring at the 4-minute 57-second mark, and this is when the narration comes back, which I think is perfect. I actually like the camera angle here compared to, you know, the angle that is in the manga. It looks more sinister, and like how the shadowing is done. This is really nice. Studio Period, you can learn from this. Okay, I don't know how I feel about this, and I want to know how you manga readers feel. I'm kind of annoyed that David Productions decided to change the name of Gio's stand from Gold Experience to Golden Wind. I don't like that. I know they did a name change for Josuke's stand in Diamond is Unbreakable, and I did not like that at all. I don't. Oh my god! I swear to God, if you do name changes for the other stands this season, David Productions, I'm gonna be really pissed. Ooh, this color palette at like the 5-minute, like 36-second mark. Ooh, I love it. It looks so beautiful. This is what I'm talking about. This is like the animation that's going on this week is, to me, this is what was lacking in last week's episode. Because last week, I felt like the animation was very lackluster and uninspired, and I don't know if it was because David Productions was putting a lot more into Captain Tsubasa 2018 last week, and I was thinking that I was actually thinking that was going to be the case going into this week's episode of JoJo, but man, David Productions, you are proving me wrong on this. And this is good. I'm glad that the animation is already a million times better this week compared to last week, because last week the animation was just, I was just like, this is not the David Productions that I know. This is so much better. This is very good. You notice there's a change in the color palette, that it went from like, it went from dark to like light. I really like this. This is nice. I'm liking this, David Productions. This is good stuff. But like something that I wouldn't have minded either is, and it would have looked really cool if you ask me, is if, and in particular, I thought about this when we saw the shot with Gio talking to the gangster, is if this whole thing would have been shot in a like noir detective or noir cinematic style. I think it would have actually, the backstory would have looked a lot better. I know I'm nitpicking, but to me, I think it would have been a little bit more appropriate. But I like don't get me wrong, I like what David Productions has done so far, but to me, it would have taken this, taken the anime or this part of the episode to a whole nother level. Finally, we're getting some beautiful soundtrack. And like the soundtrack sounds so hopeful and beautiful. This is like a little bit after the 6-minute mark, and this is after Gio gets the ice, or not the ice cream, it's the ice cream / gelato. Love it. This is what I'm talking about, David Productions. Oh my god. First of all, soundtrack is so much better. Oh my god. But starting like a little, like I want to say the 6-minute 58-second mark, going into the 7-minute mark. This animation, this is exactly what I was looking for, David Productions. This is what was lacking last week. Oh my god. Oh my god. Now I feel, I actually, like, I'm only at the 7-minute mark, and now I actually feel confident that David Productions can give us 2 beautiful manga to anime adaptations at the same time. Oh my god, I didn't feel that way last season with Cells at Work, because Cells at Work, it kind of got bad. Animation, when they ruined Cancer, I was just like, no. But man, like, and also Cells at Work, they never really gave us like this kind of art. But man, this is Captain Tsubasa levels of art. This is what I'm looking for. Oh, the soundtrack. This is like some shit you would hear in The Godfather. I love it. And oh, this color palette is so beautiful. I love it. And this is like after, this is around like the 7-minute, let's say 10, or a little bit after the 10-second mark. Oh my god, it just is, oh, it's very noir-esque, and I love it. I love it. I still wish it was, this whole entire backstory would have been in a cinematic style. I think it would have looked a lot better, but for what it is, it's good. Oh, the soundtrack, and this is when, we're getting the narration around like the 8-minute 13-second mark, going in from there to like the 8-minute 15-second mark about Gio basically finding the reason he wanted to be a gangster. The soundtrack is so perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for, and this animation is perfect. This is the JoJo I know and love. This is the David Productions I know and love. This is what was missing last week. Just saying. Ooh, like even that classic JoJo pose at the 8-minute 122-second mark with the gold background, that was perfect. Okay, this is where I have a problem here. Is at the 8-minute 26-second mark in particular. Is you kind of fucked up the lore here a little bit. Because you showed it last week, which is when Bruno says, Bruno licked Gio in the anime, but in the manga, and we saw it last week, Luca's fingers came out of Gio's mouth. It would have been a lot cooler, like at the 8-minute 25-second mark, and it would have been a really creepy ass transition too, is if we saw Luca's fingers come out of Gio's mouth. That would have been fucking cool. Why didn't you do that? Duh! But now we're like really at page 14 of chapter 5's adaptation of the manga. So let's keep going. Okay. Also, one other problem. I gotta mention there's a little bit of lack of movement in Bruno's suit jacket, but I know that's a small thing to nitpick at, but I have to mention it. But man, when Bruno punched Gio, wow, did it look cool. And also, are we just not gonna see the fingers? I know, and yes, I know we saw Luca's fingers last week. I know we did, but we're just not going to see that. So basically, jumping to page 17, and I'm gonna say that this is where I'm disappointed right now. I'm disappointed in the writing over here. This writing kind of makes me mad. But other than that, this looks really cool. Bruno punching Gio. The animation looks fucking cool. I'm digging this shit. So at the 8-minute 43-second mark, we jump to chapter 6's adaptation of the manga. Well, more specifically, page 4 of chapter 6 of 6's adaptation of the manga. So let's keep going. Now this is where I'm having problems. This is where I'm like, where's the innovation? Where's the sinisterness? Come on, man! Like, you could have made Bruno looks so intimidating. Where's like when this was like back when Gio was getting abused, like with that red, you know, with the red background and shit. Where the fuck was that for Bruno? Hello? Oh, 9 minute 10 second mark, a 9 minute / 9 minute 11 second mark. Art, art, art! It is so beautiful. The animation looks gorgeous. I love this. This is just the thing I love about David Productions in general is I love the variation in animation styles / art styles that they use in each episode of anime that they do. It's beautiful. And I know this is reused animation for, you know, the stuff with what we've seen with Gold Experience so far. And yes, I'm not calling it Golden Wind. You could kiss my ass. I'm calling it for what it really is. It's Gold Experience. But it looks cool. And I like the placement here. It works. Ooh, the 9 minute 34 second mark. Yes, oh man, that looks gorgeous. I'm just not liking the inconsistency we're getting with the animation for the fight scene. It's just like let me explain it this way. There's moments where it's like, okay, and then we get like, it's like, oh my god, there's the art. It's just like, why isn't this looking consistent? Especially with like the utilization of the background. Because JoJo, I know people say that, I've had people tell me that I just like a dramatic animation or dramatic art style. Well, yeah, JoJo needs that over dramatized art style. Like, come on. And the soundtrack for Gold Experience being used right now is amazing. And this is at the 9 minute 40 second mark. And yes, we got comic book effects. We got the rumble. Yes. Oh, the soundtrack is life. Oh, the soundtrack gives me so much hope for the rest of the series. Oh my god. I said series, I meant season, sorry. I love seeing the gold aura. I love the sound. Oh my gosh. I love the gold aura from Gold Experience. I love this organ soundtrack going. This is fantastic. Ooh, the slow-mo! Yes! So basically, I should say like this. The rest of this is basically Bruno's soul being out of his body. That's what Gold Experience did. Is separated Bruno's soul from his body, or spirit from his body. And oh my god, the animation for this entire sequence is just amazing. The soundtrack is beautiful. I love the different techniques. I love the movement. This like the slow motion. I'm loving. Oh my god, like just the art itself. It gets even better because we get multiple art techniques going on, and then when the punch actually hits at the 11 minute 32, or like even a little bit before that, it just looks so gorgeous. Oh my god, this is so wonderful. And that close up of when Bruno gets punched in the jaw and seeing those teeth fly, that is awesome. That's like at the 11 minute 39 second mark. Ooh, and then like that purple background at like the 11 minute 45 second mark, and I understand why it's purple too. It's because of the eyes of Gold Experience. And then like, then you have like time speed up too, and I love that sound, you know, the fast forward sound effect, and I fucking love it. So at the 11 minute 45 second mark, we start chapter 7's adaptation of the manga, and I gotta say, so far, writing-wise, like the writing has just been fantastic. Animation-wise, this has just been getting better and better. Yes, there's some things I wish that David Productions would have done, like animation-wise, but man, like also the soundtrack. Woo, the soundtrack keeps getting better and better. You're giving me hope that you guys can actually adapt to that JoJo's not going to be a sacrificial lamb. I'm just hoping that you'll be doing that you won't do that to Captain Tsubasa 2018 either. Please don't don't lower the quality for Captain Tsubasa 2018 or JoJo David Productions. I'm begging you. Anyway, let's keep going. Ooh, so the animation for Bruno's inner monologue, like starting at the 13 minute 26-27 second mark, that comic book art style. Oh, I love it. I love the choice in the color palette too. It's vastly different compared to Captain Tsubasa 2018's comic book art style, which is more of a brighter. It's definitely more of a brighter color palette compared to Bruno's here in Golden Wind, and I like that. That's perfect. Wait a minute. Did Bruno just say his stand name was Zipperman? Why? Why? Why are you changing the stand names? It's supposed to be Sticky Fingers. No! Don't do this to me! But we'll say this at the 13-minute 39-second mark. Damn, does it look fucking cool. I'm gonna call them by their real stand names. I don't give a fuck what the anime says. Sorry, David Productions, I don't give a fuck what you're telling me that these stand names are. I'm gonna call them by their real stand names. Sticky Fingers looks fucking cool, like how Sticky Fingers is appearing here. It looks awesome. I like it the 14-minute, like, between the 5 and 7 second mark here. This is really cool. And this is when we're seeing Gold Experience and Sticky Fingers, like, fight, and Bruno is saying his shit about not saying his lines. I love the shot. It looks so cool, especially with, so you have Sticky Fingers and Gold Experience, like Gold Experience is punching or clashing, I should say, with Sticky Fingers, and then you have like Bruno and Gio's faces in front, and they're see-through. It looks so cool. I love it. Okay, let me talk about Bruno's exit here, because I'm kind of torn at the 14-minute, like, 21:20, 21:22 second mark. I kind of don't like the color palette for that dimension. I kind of wish it was darker. The reason why is because you would think it would match Bruno's aura, which is blue. I kind of don't like the yellow. I'm curious what you guys think. It's just bothering me. Want to know what you guys think. Are you guys fine with this, the yellow, for the interdimension, the yellow, black and white color palette? Or do you think, it would have been better if it was blue, similar to, Bruno's aura? 14-minute 25-second mark. We got that comic book style animation in it, looking awesome. Ooh, and then like that contrast, and this is just as Bruno is leaving and finishing, you know, zippering up the zipper. That looks so fucking cool. I love it. I'm loving this chase music. This chase music is awesome, and I'm really, like, as, this is as Gio was chasing after Bruno, like a good spot in particular, and this is where I'm really loving this, is at the 14-minute 50-second mark. Oh, the animation looks gorgeous. Oh, this 15-minute 22-second frame. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. I love it. I gotta tell you, the animation this week is so much better. This is so much better than what we got last week. Oh, starting at the 15-minute 24-second mark, when Gio's trying to figure out where Bruno is, and like between the different people there. I love that it's see-through. That is so, or not just see-through, I should say transparent. I love that. That's really cool. So at about the 16-minute 13-second mark, we get to chapter 8's adaptation of the manga. So let's continue. Oh my god, this soundtrack is so fucking cool. Holy shit. Oh my god, I gotta tell you, Nerdigans, this soundtrack is just so much better compared to last week. Like, the soundtrack that we're hearing right now is like, how, you know, notice how it's flowing with this episode and how it's fitting with the mood. This is the kind of soundtrack we get, that, the Captain Tsubasa, 2018, viewers like me, this is what we experience every week. We've been experiencing every week since the spring 2018 anime season has begun. So now you guys are gonna get a nice little taste of it. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I would say so far, as good as the soundtrack has been in this episode, still say Tsubasa is doing it a little bit. David Productions is doing a little bit better in Tsubasa than here, but we're making progress this week. Ooh, the shot of the 17 17 second shot when this is when Bruno is giving shit to Gio. Love the different genres of animation that Deo Productions always uses in various episodes. We got that nice comic book style going on. Oh, the change in the color palette when Bruno says at the 17-minute 26-second mark, "Come at me, Gio." Love it. Ooh, and it's not just Bruno that got a change in the color palette. It's also Gio himself, and it's like it's a negative contrast. I see what you did here, David Productions. And this here is actually and yes, they do it in Captain Tsubasa 2018 too, but it's mainly limited to injuries. But damn, if we're gonna get can we get more of this, especially for stand fights, please? I am down with this. Oh, I love this so much. I love that Gold Experience, Gold Experience is like, with the negative contrast, Gold Experience is blue because that's what Sticky Fingers is, and then and Bruno and Sticky Fingers are gold because, you know, Gold Experience. But then, like, at the 17-minute 36-second mark when Bruno gets hit, oh god, it looks so fucking cool. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. You have like the blacks or like this deep purple going on. Oh my god, it looks so fucking cool. I love this. This is the JoJo I've been waiting for. Ooh, the shot! Oh man, Gio at the 17-minute 39-second mark on top of oh my god, he looks so fucking cool. He looks goddamn awesome. Ooh, it seems like this entire scene, including the entire background too, if you notice it, like at the 17-minute 53-second mark, it's like it's all in negative contrast, which I really like. I love this, and I love and again with Gio, the reason why he has like the blue hair is again, you know, to the contrast and shit. But I love when the zippers open on Gio, instead of like that purple, it's gold. Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome! It's so creative and innovative. This is the David Productions I know and love. This is the one. Oh my god, I love this. Oh, I love this episode so much. Ooh, that close up of Bruno's arm at the 18-minute 7 to 8 second mark. Ooh, and then we see the kid at the 18-minute 9-second mark. Oh my god, the animation is so beautiful. Oh, Gio ripping off his arm! Oh my god, like this anime! Oh, the animation this week! Woo! This is the David Productions I've been waiting for. This totally is. Oh! 18-minute 56-second mark. And like the color palette's like a negative contrast color palette. And for when we get the close-up shot of Bruno, but like the rest of it, the scene, and this is between like Gio and Bruno, you know, in the back, is the regular color palette. Ooh, I love it because that's basically Bruno right there. You know, the close-up shot of Bruno is basically his inner monologue, so to speak, and it's his inner self. It's going berserk. And I fucking love it. Like I'm telling you, I'm not sure. David Productions just does beautiful visual civilizations with the animation. It's just gorgeous, and I love it. Oh, I love that, like up to like the 19-minute 29-second mark, we're like in this alternate universe, and it looks so fucking cool. And then the transition of going back to, you know, to the back to the real world, like it's when Gio makes that step, and with the ripples, the color palette changes. It is gorgeous. Like this whole scene is just beautiful. Okay, I have to mention this because Bruno mentioned it here like just a second ago, Or you know what? I'm gonna wait a second here, and then I'll mention what I was about to say. Okay, so like at the 21-minute 24-second mark, this is when Gio says here, "I plan on defeating your boss and taking over the city." This is what I mean by the greatness of the visual symbolization in the opening song, because what the chains meant in the opening song was the control of, of course, Bruno's boss, and those chains and those chains basically brought all of Gio's allies together, and then at the end of the series, they're going to break those. The chains are going to break as well. So I'm sorry, I just really had to point that out because it was going to bother me if I didn't. Also, the soundtrack here is just hit me in the feels. And at the 21 minute, I want to say 29, 30-second mark, I love that shot, Bruno. It looks really cool. So about the 21 minute, 49, 50-second mark, we go into chapter 9's adaptation of the manga. So let's see where we're going to end this week's episode. Oh, so we're actually ending just at the first page of chapter 9. That's so perfect. All right, so let me give you my thoughts about the episode. I'm going to break it down based on or adaptation wise, based on writing, animation, soundtrack / voice acting, because those to me are the three factors that I'm sorry, those are the three factors that usually make or break a manga to anime adaptation for me. So especially compared to last week, I would say writing wise, oh my god, the writing was for the most part perfect. I just did not like when we were transitioning back to the Bruno Gio fight scene from the backstory. I didn't like that they just showed Bruno talking about Bruno licking Gio's face and then going into the dialogue about the liar. I wish it would have what I wish they would have done is just had like the fingers, Luca's fingers coming out of Gio's mouth. That would have been a lot better, writing wise and animation, transition animation wise. But overall, I definitely will say this, I enjoyed the writing a lot more this week than I did last week. Even though I did like the writing last week, the writing was definitely a lot better this week. Animation-wise, oh my god, the animation this week was up to standard. This is the David, I will say this right now, this is the David Productions that I know and love. And I will say this right now, I'm not as concerned as I was last week. Because last week, when I watched last week's episode, I was like, wait a minute. Is JoJo just gonna not get the love animation-wise that it deserves because of Captain Tsubasa? Because the past couple of weeks of Captain Tsubasa have been fucking fantastic, but it looks like, based off of this week's episode, after what I just watched, I don't think I have to worry about the animation anymore. But I will say this, there were definitely some spots that that could have been a lot better, but with Captain Tsubasa 2018, it gets like that sometimes as well, where the animation could have been a lot better, quality wise. And yeah, and you can watch my Captain Tsubasa 2018 live reactions. I nitpick on the animation as well, so the animation and art as well. So this is not limited to JoJo. It's not me hating on JoJo. It's just, it's that kind. I tune on Captain Tsubasa 2018. It's mainly because I have, when it comes to David Productions manga to anime adaptations, I have like an extremely high standard for them, especially with what I've seen them do this year with Captain Tsubasa 2018. I am a lot harsher with my critiques, so that's why. Then let's talk what's the other thing? Oh, and also the pacing. Let me talk about the pacing, and then before I forget, and then I'll talk about the soundtrack. Pacing was freaking perfect. Pacing was fantastic. Loved it. I had no problem with the pacing. The only thing that I'm concerned about, before I forget, I don't like that David Productions is changing the name of the stands. That's one thing that I'm very concerned about, is that they're going to be changing the names of all the stands. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, because that will ruin, like, the coolness of the soundtrack, that, at least the one that I pictured in my head when I was reading the manga. Like, I'm hoping, like, for some Sex Pistols, some Aerosmith, that's what I wanted. But I will say definitely this week the soundtrack was so much better. I'm thinking that the soundtrack could have, like, there were some spots where it definitely needed a little bit more with the soundtrack, but compared to last week, oh my god, the soundtrack was so much better. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What did you guys think of this week's episode of Golden Wing compared to last week? To me, this was truly David Productions. This was definitely David Productions. This is truly the JoJo that I wanted, anime adaptation wise. And I want to know, especially from you manga readers, are you guys concerned that they're going to change the names of some of the stands? Like, they're not going to have a Sex Pistol or Aerosmith? I swear to God, if you change my boy's stand's name, if you change Aerosmith's name, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. Are you guys concerned about that? Are you guys excited for the soundtrack based on what we've gotten so far? And oh my god, are you guys really hyped up for the rest of the season? I know based off of this episode, I don't think I'm not concerned anymore. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerd Again Think. If you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to my channel expansion, there's a few ways you could do that. You could donate to my PayPal, Patreon, GoFundMe, purchase something off of my Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, find me on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I will be seeing you later. Bye!